Acctgforstitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura, and welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 89. Today is Sunday, May 15th, and this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans. And sometimes both of us snort laughing before we even start. So
I almost made Keisha snort coffee out her nose. At least I assumed that was coffee.
Yes, it was coffee. And I heard tambourines from my living room. So you just never know what you're going to get over here.
And my extra co-host is back here.
Yes.
And also I wanted to say today would have been my dad's birthday. And this is a piece that I started last year. Keisha was reminding me, and I managed to get it finished and then got it framed. It's from Blackbird Designs. It's in the summer book.
I love that huge fish.
It looks like a submarine, but it is a fish. And I changed it a little bit. There's a place for your initials, and I just put my dad's initials and his birth year instead of last year's date. So I thought that would just make it a little more personalized for me.
Right. Perfect.
So if you know, I just jumped right in there. So we want to say welcome to everyone. We've been picking up a few subscribers at a time. That's fun. Yes. And we hope that you enjoy what you're seeing and that you come back and join us often and comment. We're trying to think of a question every week so that when you get to the end of the video and you go, I don't remember what I want to comment on, at least you'll have a question.
Right.
And those of you that come back every week and comment and interact with us, welcome. We love to see you back again.
I don't know how you endure this craziness, but we like that you're here.
I have been testing all week and I have not been good at answering comments this week. So I know there are some out there and I'll go back and read them and thoroughly enjoy them and I will comment. So we also got the prizes out for the winners of our random pop-up giveaway a couple weeks ago. And I sent tracking to our friends, and so they should be getting packages this week.
Oh, that's exciting. Enjoy those.
So that'll be fun. So Keisha, what's new with you besides tambourines in the living room?
Well, I mean, it's always related to the tambourines in the living room because that would be my toddler, James, I think, or my husband playing the tambourine. Tambourines are fun. We had a really good Mother's Day trip last week. We went to Branson and we went to an aquarium, and that was really fun, and ate some good food. And I went to the cross stitch store, so I'll be showing you that soon. But it's been really nice. Before I came in here, my boy ate a donut and had some strawberries and was the stickiest person there's ever been. So I was a little late coming in here to talk to Laura because I had to make sure that he got unsticky.
And didn't get it on you.
Right, which is always a full-time job because I tell you, toddlers can just find a way to get sticky without touching anything, I feel like. So what's new with you?
Well, we finished map testing at school, which is like, woohoo, hooray. But we spent the whole week doing it, and you will see the fruits of that in a little bit here. I had a nice Mother's Day as well. We ended up chatting Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday last weekend. So it was a chat weekend, and it was so fun. Katie and I had talked, and she had said, Mom, all you're going to want to do on Mother's Day is sit and stitch. So what if we just host a Mother's Day chat? And we had several people come in through the Black Needle Society and sit and chat with us for the day and stitch, well, for part of the day and stitch. And it was lovely. So it was a great way to spend my day.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And we just packed Maye boxes, and they will be out in the mail. Keisha's already gotten hers. You saw her face light up.
It's good.
This one is Mermaids and Dragons and Unicorns. Oh my.
There are some things in that box that made me very excited. So
it should be fun. We'll be anxiously awaiting people getting those in the mail. So that's about it though. How about we move on to some stitching?
Yes. Do you have any finishes this week, Laura?
I do.
Let's see it.
Finish number 7 for the year is Poppy Mae Russell from Heartstring Samplery. Hers is stitched on this really pretty neutral. So I decided to do it on this pretty pink fabric. I just love it. And we couldn't be on technology at school during map testing, but I could stitch. So I finished off this piece and worked on another one too while I was at school doing testing. My pink matches Keisha's shirt this morning.
It does. That's very pretty. I love
Thank you. Thank you. I really, really enjoyed this one. And I originally started it with a lady from that we've met through the Black Needles Society. And she started a sampler on her birthday, a Bristol sampler. So hers is one of the Bristol schoolgirls red samplers. But I saw this one, and I'm like, I saw she was doing it and thought, oh, that kind of makes me think of that. So that was it. That was finish number 7. And then finish number 8, I can't show you. It's in a cute little bag over here, but it is actually, it's not, it's laid out. But it is Summer in Stars Hollow for the Black Needle Society. It was my model stitch. Everybody knows that I was working on it, so I don't mind saying what it was. The colors are fabulous on it, and I will be really excited to get it out there. Katie is simply waiting for a sunny day where she can open the blinds and take a good picture so that she can have the cover printed. And then I believe she is going to show it off in the Stars Hollow group, the retreat group for this year.
Yes. Oh, and it's really good. It's really good.
Keisha may have gotten a peek at that.
I may have. And usually with things like this, I'm like, no, keep it a secret. I don't need to see, but I really wanted to see this one.
Well, you just finished autumn. So now you get to see what you get to work on. And
right. And I'm excited.
Yeah. So Katie was a little nervous about joining them together, but I think it looks really good and it works so well. So
I'm
kind of exciting.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to talk stash?
I do want to talk stash. So where we stayed at in Branson was right around the corner from Cecilia's in Branson.
Oh, darn the bad luck.
I know. And my husband even told me, he was like, it's this far from there. And so I asked, I was like, can I just have a little bit of time alone in the shop? I'll buy some things, like I'll kit something up and that'll be good. And so I did. I went in there by myself for a little bit, but then they came and picked me up. And my little boy, well, one, he sat down on some stairs and colored for a few minutes. Then he wanted to go grab baskets and go through the shop. There weren't really that many people in the shop at that time. And he was really good. But I'm just like, don't embarrass me in the shop. I come here sometimes. So I got some pretty exciting things. I'll show you part of it now, part of it later, because I couldn't resist and I started it. But I bought Lady Justice from Mirabilia, and I kitted her all the way up. So I got fabric, I got floss, I got beads. I won't show you the floss and beads right now because it's just a big hunk of green floss there, but I'm really excited to work on her, and I'll show you the fabric whenever we get to whips. And then I bought this really pretty piece of 40 count 18th century Blackbird from R&R.
Ooh.
And I'm going to put our peacock and pomegranate on this. And I'm really excited about this piece. And just because I'm a little sentimental soul, I saw this, I was looking for something that was kind of a darker gray to put that on because I thought that would be fun. And then I saw that there was R&R linen, and that is one of Laura's favorites. And we're stitching that together. And I'm a big old softie, and I really liked this fabric, so I got it. And then as I was kitting things up, I was just going around looking at things, and I found this needle minder from the Meredith collection, and it's a bead buddy. So basically, I mean, it's got the magnets on it to stick on your project, and then it's got a little case so you can put your beads in there. And I have a couple of bead beds and everything, and I really like those, but I like the idea of having something small that will actually like stay on your project with you. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I grabbed that, and then Cecilia's knows exactly what to do to get me to buy things. And by that, I mean, they have the stuff available. So right next to the register are the new Mill Hills. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
It's an eyeball martini. It is ridiculous. And it made me laugh so much, and I hadn't seen it. So I got it.
They have great stuff all right next to the register. I mean,
yes,
the whole shop is lovely, but
right. But they really do put those impulse things right there.
Yes.
And my impulse thing is small Mill Hills. So anyway, I will be stitching that around Halloween time because it's just great.
That will be fun.
And then one other piece of stash I got was not from Cecilia's, but I got this wonderful sleeve from Love You More. And as you may or may not know, I'm doing a dinosaur project this year. And they thought that this would be perfect for me to put my dinosaur project in.
And it's named after James.
Rar, because Lara is Rara, if you didn't know. And then it's just got this pretty like, blue scaly inside. I like it very much. I didn't bring it with me because it is currently in use, but James also got a sleeve that has Curious George on it. And he is in love with it and has put all of his flashcards in it. So
that's awesome.
So that's my stash from this week. Quite a bit.
That is quite a bit for you.
Oh, wait, I guess I had one more thing. Where did it go? I bought myself this Morgan hoop contraption. It has 2 hoops with rods on the end, so you can use it as a lap stand. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. So if anyone has any good tips for stitching with a lap stand for the first time, let me know, because I've never really done it. And it's like, I'm just gonna take the opportunity to try this. So there we go. Now I'm done with all of my stash.
Well, when we ordered things for you guys, I had to order some things for me too. Mm-hmm. So I did get some flosses and things, but I also got this cute strawberry house by Little House Needleworks. I have had this on my wish list for so long.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I just think it's so cute. And it's like 57 by 84. Mm-hmm. It's a house, you guys. Yeah. It's a house. I know.
We can't even joke about houses with you anymore, Laura, because you just buy houses all the time. Now that's your favorite thing.
I do like them. I just don't like to stitch them and fill them in. Although I've gotten more used to full coverage things, and then it doesn't bother me. But I also bought some beautiful fabrics from Color and Cotton. So I have Harbor Fog 36 count. Oh yeah, that's good.
That's so pretty.
And I have to find the name, sorry. Honey, Spiced Honey, another, they're all 36 count. Mm-hmm. That one, it's really a little more, oh there, that's better.
Oh, that's really pretty.
And then the third one that I have is Salt Rock. And this one, I got a bigger piece of it. It's just a nice kind of bluey gray. I don't think you're going to get how gorgeous it is in the camera at all. Yep, nope. But it's got a little bit of blue in it, a little bit of gray, a little tan. It's just pretty. So, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use one of those for my peacock or if I'm going to go through my big fabric stash and choose something fabulous. So then the other 2 things that I wanted to show that I got for Mother's Day. And really, I already had these patterns, but this one, this is Happy Independence Day from Primrose Cottage. My family bought me this frame, and it's a hand
Oh,
carved frame. And then I already also had Hive Rules from them as well, from Primrose Cottage. And I can't get too close, but they bought me this that their dad hand carved. So I'll get
oh,
close and you can
wow.
kind of see. And he did a limited number, and Katie had been kind of thinking she would get it for me. And she popped on late and she's like, oh, it won't be there. You know, they won't still have it. Yes, they still had it. So I have that. And I have more stash for Hive Rules, which when it gets here, I'll show you. But I put that in one of our newer sleeves. I love this happy yellow sleeve.
Yes, that's so pretty.
The fun watering cans and birds.
Love that.
We have a couple of them that came out in this line, and it is just gorgeous. I have a tickle, excuse me. Katie Landis would want me to take a drink.
I'm really
Okay.
enjoying your cat sitting back there, just sunning.
He's
Just
so
asleep
pretty, isn't
in
he?
the sun. He is just sound asleep back there.
He's such a happy boy. He was laying on my lap and I was just stroking him, and his paws are like, oh yes. Oh yes. He was so cute. So that's what I think I have for stash this time. Sometimes when it's longer between times that we film, I don't remember what I've gotten, if I've gotten anything. So
Right.
but I think we're ready to move on to whips.
Whips. Okay. Well, I've only got a couple of those that I can show this time, because most of my time has been.
Oh, go ahead.
Huh? Oh. Most of my time has been dedicated to a model. But the first thing, I'll show you what I did on Lady Justice. It wasn't a lot. I just worked a little, the smallest bit on her, actually. It's very exciting.
That's beautiful fabric.
Yeah, this is the fabric I got. So this is Olympia from Mystic Fabrics. And I just really liked the gray and kind of the brown and the modeling on it. I thought she'd be really pretty on this.
So that is the pattern that Gary did with a skin conversion to make her a woman of color.
Oh yeah.
It is just fabulous. It makes those greens just shine.
I'll have to go look, because I thought about making her skin a little bit darker myself. So
yeah, you'll have to look at what he did. I mean, it just sets her off, and she is gorgeous with it.
Right, because I thought that I might make her a Latin woman, because I have Mexican in my background. So I was thinking about maybe doing that there.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but I'll have to kind of see and play around with it. And then I worked on Let Joy Be Unconfined by the Blue Flower. And sorry, I don't really have a good picture of this. And I worked on it on Mother's Day. That's the third consecutive Mother's Day that I've worked on it. And we also worked on this on our Stitch With Us. Mm-hmm. I got the O and the Y done. So
awesome.
Really, I will have to work a lot to catch up to Laura, as you'll see here soon. But oh, and I'm sorry, this is on a piece of 32 count Fern even weave from Color and Cotton. It was one of their fabrics of the month a few years ago.
It's so gorgeous.
I really like it a lot. And I'm using the called for Dinky Dyes on that. But that's all I have that I can show you. I've been stitching a lot, just not on anything I can show.
She is, because you're 40% of the way through. How far did you get last night?
I'm 35% of the way.
35. Okay. Okay.
But I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Yes. I tried to stitch a little on that same model last night, and I think I'm at about 12%.
Ooh, nice.
I just sat here and I kept falling asleep. We packed the box yesterday, and I was just, by the time I sat down, I was like,
Right. No,
So
Lara was almost falling asleep in the car whenever I was opening my box yesterday.
it was bad. I was tired. I was
Yeah.
really tired. So
So,
okay, so whips. I'll start with the one Keisha just showed. And really what I don't have done is a part that she has done.
let me show you.
So it's right up here. I have 2 flowers and a leaf, the leaves on it to finish up. And yes, I stitched on this on Mother's Day, but of course I was on a Zoom call and got to stitch for quite a while on it.
Yes.
I was a little further anyway, but to be able to stitch that many hours meant I got a lot done. Mine is on a piece of 32 count Tutu by Color and Cotton, and I did not have the called for colors. I have one color that was called for in Dinky Dyes, but I have several Dinky Dyes, so I pulled them out to use for this. And so like all of my lettering now is purple, because of course that makes sense, while Keisha's is all teal, like it was charted. This was one of the Be Well and Stitch free patterns. I don't know if you can still get it or not. I would think so. Okay, and my next one is called Light by Barbara Anna, also from the Be Well and Stitch. There were a couple of them out there, and it's this box. And really what I worked on this time is the blue in the dress. Now, I converted mine. When I looked at the picture, I thought it was blue, and we had just gotten this beautiful blue from Color and Cotton. I was going to try and see what it is, but I don't have them on a ring, so they're all like flopping around in my lap here.
Yeah, that piece is beautiful. I started that one with you too. I need to pull
Dark
mine back out.
Indigo. And
Oh,
it's,
that's
I mean,
really
mine is just this gorgeous blue. It was supposed to be a brown for the dress, which is really pretty. I think this is what it's supposed to be. There, I think you get it.
Yeah.
So you can see why, you know, I have the same color value in it, but it just, I don't know, it just spoke to me that way. Okay, those stripes of blue, now not counting the outline back here, and I was like partway down on the first side, just getting it started. There are almost 600 stitches in the blue, between the blue and these 3 little bands at the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
And I have that much more dress to go. So it was fun to stitch on this. This is a piece of Wichelt fabric. It's a green. I can't tell you any more than that, but I know that. And Wichelt fabrics are a looser weave. So you have to know that. And you have, I mean, I enjoy that. It's a whole different look, but you definitely have to be careful, not carry your threads, because you will see it. I keep that in this apple in this apple sleeve, and it has some foiling, so it's got some gold, and inside are all the leaves.
Oh, very pretty.
And my hair, you could see too. I took a couple of days break between models. That's how I managed to sneak in a couple. I will not, now I should have been finished by now with my monthly whips, but I'm going to have to just sprinkle them in as I have time.
Right.
So next up is Blackbirds by All Through the Night. And I love this one. I love this verse anyway. I value my garden more for being full of blackbirds than cherries. And it's just a real sweet, simple one.
Yes.
But I had this piece of fabric from Silkweaver. And I love it on here. What I'm going to tell you is that I think this is an even weave, and that's probably why it isn't done.
Yeah.
But in a hoop, I am learning that in a hoop I can deal better with even weaves. That's just my personal aversion. There is nothing wrong with even weave.
Right. As you know, at least over here, I stitch on everything. If it has holes in it, give it to me, I'll stitch on it.
Yeah, for me, it is the feel of this. It just, I mean, even folding it up and putting it away here, it just bugs me. So that's just me. Another fun sleeve. I love,
Fun.
so I can't really wear yellow. It's not a good color for me, but I love bright yellow.
Yes.
Then I worked a little on Maye's Lily of the Valley from Cottage Garden Samplings. It's a series, and I love this. Look at the cute snails and the lily of the valley. So pretty.
Yes.
And this one is on, did I keep the package? This is a picture this plus. I want to say it's like chime. I could be really wrong on that. So it's got a little bit of green in it. I don't know if you get that. But I really, really like it. So, and when I pulled it open, it had this sweet little needle minder on it.
Oh, cute.
It also had a beautiful pair of scissors in the bag. And I thought, oh my gosh, I was just ready to go with this.
Bonus.
And what I found out when I was working on it, probably why this one has been sitting so long, because I've stitched January through April. I'm off one thread. And I'm just going to fudge it because I was too far in. It's not coming out.
Right.
And then in this fun bag from Judy's Project Bags and More, and I got mine with the purple inside. It came with different insides because of all the different colors. What's kind of become my Thursday night project is, I moved my needle minder up. This is Floral Darth Vader by Nerdy Needle Co. And I have him all outlined. And I am working on getting all of the flowers in. You can see I filled in on the one side over there and at the bottom with the dark blue. But I'm trying to get all of the flowers and things in so that maybe this will travel with me to StitchCon and I can just fill in all of the dark blue background.
Right.
This is one that I ended up adding to Pattern Keeper, and that's been a game changer for me. It's been so fast and so easy. I had it just on, I was using it in books on my, probably on my iPad. And I switched it over to Pattern Keeper, and yeah, that's just fabulous. That's a game changer for me. That's it for my whips.
I love that Darth Vader. I'm always excited to see that come out.
It's so fun. And you stitched on your
my Death Star.
Oh my gosh, yes, thank you. Your floral Death Star when I did mine. Was yours also from Nerdy Needle, or it wasn't, right?
No, mine was from Rocking Horse Cross Stitch on Etsy.
Okay.
And they have a lot of the patterns with those florals in it. So actually, that pattern was a gift. I had stitched a floral Dotson for my mom, and I posted a review of it on their Etsy shop, saying that, you know, I really thought that the pattern was clear and the result was really good. And I got a message from them saying, thank you so much. If you want to email us and tell us what pattern you'd like, we'd gladly give you one for such a nice review. And I didn't know that they were going to do that ahead of time. I just usually try to help out Etsy shops like that, you know. So that was the one that I chose, and I stitched that, and it was really good. So I would recommend their patterns.
That's so awesome. Somebody told me that Nerdy Needle Co. came out with some more of these patterns, or maybe they saw the ones that from Rocking Horse.
Maybe. I know there are a lot of designers on Etsy that have that sort of thing, you know, so
that one is really fun. And the fabric that I'm using for it is 28 count precious metals from Silkweaver Fabrics. And it is a lovely fabric to work on. That's for my daughter, Bree. And I let her pick all of the things that she liked for it. It's just with DMC. The funny thing to me is that I have color completed a couple of colors, and I have multiple skeins of floss left. And I can't figure that out. I don't know how much floss they must have been using but I am going to have wads of DMC floss left over when I
Right.
get done. So
I know when you were showing me that, I was like, I know you're a conservative stitcher, but I don't think you conserve that much.
no, there's no way I could conserve that much. It's
A
so
whole
funny
skein.
yes. Well, and okay, so the fill-in color, the dark color, I had to buy some horrific number, like 6, 7, 8 skeins of that. And now I'm thinking, how many did I really need? How many are going to be left over? So it's kind of funny, but anyway, that's it for whips.
Oh boy.
So plans.
Plans. Well, my plan is to continue working on the model. I also got the next part of ABC Dinosaur on the 1st of this month. And let me tell you guys, they must have been laying in wait. They must have been like, when is the month that Keisha will be the busiest and will release the biggest part of the pattern yet? So they have been releasing just 2 dinosaurs at a time. But this month they released 3. So it's C, D, and H are the new ones. And it's such a fun one. I need to get to work on it because I've kept up with all of the parts so far. It's like 2,300 stitches this month.
Let's see, it's the 15th, so you have 16 more days left in the month to get those done.
No problem. I just have a big model in that to do.
So if you did about 200 stitches a day on it, you could be caught up.
Which is sometimes the amount of stitches I can do in a good day.
That was going to be my next question. How many stitches do you do in a day, Keisha? Yeah.
If it's a work night, about 200.
Keisha's time is way more limited. So
yeah. But that's okay. If I don't finish it by the end of May, that's no big deal. I'll just catch up in June. It's fine. So
we are both hoping to finish the model within the next couple of weeks.
Yes. So that's where most of my time is going to be spent. But maybe I'll sneak in some time on that. How about you? Do you have any plans outside of Stitch the Model?
It sounds like we need to do another Stitch with us.
Yeah, that's right. Just to work on our normal things.
Well, this coming Saturday, I am going to meet up with some ladies that I went all through school with, like elementary, junior high, and high school. And my class had a class reunion that was delayed from last year. And I wasn't able to go because we held a Black Needle event that day, but the ladies contacted me and said, hey, we're getting all of our elementary school friends together once a month, and we're going to go hang out together and just have lunch, whatever. So that's going to be this next Saturday. I'm looking forward to that. Yes. It should be fun. And other than that, yes, I'm going to stitch madly on the model and try and sneak in. I think I want to say I had about 15 projects this month, and I did 4 of them. One of them that's for this month is Blackberry House. It may be the very last one that I do, and I may just sneak in some time on it next month since it's already been given some time.
It's plenty of time.
I mean, it has moved ahead like 1,500 stitches this year. Right. So it's pretty good. But I would like to touch everything this year. So if I can sneak in the rest of them, that would mean I probably have 10 or 11 that I need to get in and focus on. I have one that I think I am going to permanently UFO and pull the stitches out, maybe even. So, but that's okay. I'll talk about it next time. It's just one that I'm like, I don't really know that I want to do that. So
yeah, well, that's what part of this whole process was, to go through and find out what you liked and what you didn't like anymore.
It is. And with me doing it this way, instead of like, oh, I think I'll pull that one this week, then I don't feel so bad about getting rid of it, about making changes and saying, no, I really am not enjoying this. I'm sitting here trying to do this one night of the month, and it's just not fun. And it's been really good for me to be able to either restart things. I have unstitched a couple of things. I will spend my time on the project on an evening, and I will unstitch so that I save the fabric. So, and I haven't had to do that much of it, so it's pretty good. In other plans, Katie and I know that we have less than a month now before StitchCon. We're so excited about that. And we're getting ready for retreat season. We are only, I want to say we're about 5 weeks from the Stars Hollow retreat. And that will be exciting. There are still some spots open for the in-person retreat in August, which is you can find on the blackneedlesociety.com. And that is our Camp Black Needle Society. Katie and I took an evening last night and sat down and went through and planned some things out so that we know more what it will look like. It's pretty fun. We have some spots available for that. There are so many people who have contacted us to be vendors. So it will be a fabulous collection of handmade offerings that I'm really excited about, as well as Keisha's excitement.
The s'mores bar.
So it should be fun, and we're looking forward. We've had some of you say that you're going to come to this, and we're excited to meet you and be able to hang out and chat with you some. Don't let me scare you away. I'm very chatty.
She is, but she's very nice. She's as nice as she seems.
Well, thank you.
I'm biased, but she is. And I'm just as awful as I seem.
Oh, that's not true. Keisha's very kind, and she remembers everything. Like, I think she knows more about what's in my stash than I do.
Yeah, I'm that way. I did tell Laura the other day, I was like, oh yeah, you had this for lunch the first day we met. And I was like, I made sure you weren't creepy. You didn't make sure I wasn't creepy.
She asked me if I knew what she ate for lunch, and I'm like, I could guess. Maybe you had the fried avocados, but I don't know.
I can't really remember what I ate that day either, though.
She probably remembers mine because I'm gluten-free. And so like I have to talk with the server and make sure that they understand that I'm a gluten sensitive person, and I need this and I need this, and they're very good at the restaurant that we went to, as long as I just have a conversation. So
yeah, so that's why I remember, because you always mention it as the good gluten-free option whenever you
there you go. I gave you an out for that, right? Oh, and the retreat that we're holding, the hotel is in the same parking lot as that restaurant. Like, we can literally walk across the parking lot. And I know that Katie Landis and I most definitely will walk over there. It may be Wednesday night when we walk over there and get some dinner, but yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be eating there as well.
It may also be where we go have lunch a couple of days, because they have lunch specials. I don't know. It may be a Mexican time.
Right. So if you see me with a flauta in my hand, just know where I got it.
So, and now I feel like we're just rambling. How about you?
Well, we've got to tell them about our future shenanigans, don't we?
So I think, since the sun is coming out and I can stitch in natural light, it's probably time to say bye.
Bye. Have a good week.